why doing nothing is infinitely better than doing something. People are always so consumed with reacting. A problem comes, they constantly worry and fret about how to solve the problem, how to find a solution, what to do. People experience emotions, strong emotions, and wonder how they should act, or they just react based off instinct. And normally it causes like a negative interaction. If you experience sadness or anger and you react with sadness or anger back to the person or thing that caused it, you're fighting fire with fire, you're adding more fire. It's just, it doesn't help the situation ever. And as human beings, we live in this reality where there's this invisible pressure that like demands us to always be doing something, not just physically, but in your psychologically in your mind, always be thinking of what to do next. And this is something that I personally have never been with, never got with that idea. Just sometimes it's made more sense to me to step back and allow whatever's happening to happen and then moving on. Unless it's something extremely important to me, like a relationship, obviously I'm gonna fight for that relationship, or I'm gonna speak up and try to get control of the situation. But if it's like a coworker making fun of you, or like a driver on the road, like road raging because you're going the speed limit and you're not driving faster, you know situations like that, I've always thought it to be better to just do nothing. Do nothing about it. Just, why would I let somebody else influence my actions and my feelings? It just never made sense to me. Because I think about it logically. It's like if somebody were to do something that would make you mad and you react to that emotion you're experiencing, that person is just like actively controlling your emotions or actively influencing your emotions. You're giving that person, you're giving that thing control over your own actions, which is like, why would anybody do that? If you're gonna be a true being and you're gonna be your true self, then you're gonna do things your way. And maybe some people will be like, well, my way is to react. Like, that's just who I am. And I don't know if that's really true. I think that may be how you're biologically coded to be reactive, to be emotional. But I feel like once you spend enough time with yourself and you practice controlling your emotions, you practice being aware, you step out of yourself and you look at situations from a bird's eye view, you begin to understand that everything is cause and effect. And if I allow all these causes to make me react, then I'm not really in control. I'm giving away control to external factors that I can't control. So I'm relinquishing control to the external, when the root of my soul, the root of my being, the root of my actions and my decisions and my emotions are all within myself. They're all in my body. They're not outside of my body. So why give up control and allow things outside of my body, allow people outside of my mind to influence my emotions? It's just, it, it, it never made sense to me even at a young age, but now that I'm older, I can understand it more clearly. And once you get to this level of understanding, you kind of see how almost everybody is controlled to a degree. Like, almost even like your own parents, for example. Like, their emotions are dictated by who they watch on TV, who they listen to on the radio, and like the things that go on in the world that they have no control over whatsoever. It's like they're feeding this system their energy, their emotions, their reactions for no logical reason other than they've just habitualized it. So, to the viewer, to whoever's watching, I want you to in moments where you feel your emotions, um take a second to really think deeply about why you're feeling the way you do, and think deeply about, is it worth reacting to? Because in my experience, doing nothing is infinitely better than doing something, because you are not you are not actively participating in whatever you're experiencing. You are kind of being above it. You are allowing it to pass. And not only does the passing of the event make you feel better or give you relief, but it also makes you stronger as an individual, because you're now gaining the confidence to say, wow, this is something that would usually take a lot out of me or bring a lot of emotion out of me, and now I'm able to sit back and watch it pass. I wonder I wonder how far I can go now that I've realized that I'm in control of my own emotions and I'm no longer going to allow anything to influence them. Thank you for watching.